What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be going over some hot takes that I found on poly.ai/blog/hot dash takes. Let's get started. Low key had to create a new setup. I have two ring lights, one right, or not. This one's a ring light. This one's like a really bright flashlight that's actually frying my eyes right now. And I have to use this microphone because my other microphone got stolen and I'm gonna crash out. But it's okay. First up, we got animal hot takes. Sloths aren't as cute in real life. I've never seen a sloth in real life, so I don't know how to answer this. But I'd assume they're actually pretty cute, Number two, cats make better companions than dogs. I disagree. Dogs are just so much more cuddly and lovable, you know? Small animals are great pets for small children. I can see that. It all varies, It varies. Maybe the child doesn't like small dogs because they're scared of them and they somehow prefer bigger dogs than smaller dogs. It's all about preference. Pugs are ugly. I disagree. I mean, just look at the slobfish, or whatever it's called. That's not ugly. Actually, it's kind of ugly. But ugly can be cute. In animals, at least. Most of us would have a pet tiger if we could. That's a lie. Most of us would not have a pet tiger. And also the question, if we had the pet tiger, are we guaranteed that it wouldn't attack? Because the reason most people wouldn't have a pet tiger is because it would most likely attack. So, yeah. Spiders get a bad reputation. I fully agree with this. And like, a few weeks ago, I mean, I just promoted, but a few weeks ago, there's like this very tiny spider. Found out later it wasn't venomous or poisonous. Everyone started tweaking. Well, not everyone. They were like surrounding it, or it's like the spider had a force field around it, stopping people from going near it. And the few people that were scared of it had to stay there for like a good 5 minutes before someone was brave enough to come and kill it. Like, are you serious? Next up is brand hot takes. Right. Apple, Samsung, Motorola, all that. Samsung is better than Apple, I agree, because I have a Samsung phone. My mom does have, my mom has a iPhone, which I have no problem with. I just think Samsung's the better phone. Apple may have all these features on them, but who cares? We don't need all those nonsense features when we can just have a better phone in general. Nike's the best sports brand. If I had to think about this one, I'd probably say yes initially. Because what comes next to it? Adidas? Under Armour? Like, what comes close to it? Hold on. Puma? I have 2 Puma shoes right here. Actually, I have 3 Puma shoes. But anyway, Nike still beats all 3 of those brands. Apple Music is better than Spotify. I don't use either. I don't even use music apps like that. Wendy's has the best social media presence. I don't really know how to answer this because I don't really know what the hot take is. Social media presence. That means it's like all around social media. You know something I see a lot around social media? I see, what are they? I see lots of gummies a lot. And I see Chips Ahoy. But that's not fast food. So I guess Wendy's may have best social media presence, but I can't really debate on that. Taco Bell's the best fast food outlet out there. Also don't know exactly what this hot take means. I'll just agree with it for now because I recently started getting into Taco Bell. I'm actually starting to love it a lot. And like, when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Amazon Prime Video is better than Netflix. I don't really have much of a say on this. I'm pretty much biased because I never had Amazon Prime Video. And I have Netflix, so I'm going to just say Netflix is better. And I mean, it's just an original, Next on entertainment hot takes. Podcasts aren't worth listening to. First of all, I completely disagree with this nonsense. What I do have to say is that most podcasts are just straight boring, like completely boring. And I think it's because we're not engaging to the right type of podcast. Or maybe we just don't have time for podcasts, because I used to think podcasts were boring until I noticed that, heck was that? Until I noticed that TFG, or Frustrated Gamer, aka Brandon, aka the Frustrated Gamer, my favorite YouTuber, by the way, started a podcast called The Lunch Table. I will link it in the description. Maybe they can sponsor me. Wait, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I really love their podcast. I've watched every single episode, probably twice or more. And yeah, Brandon, if you're seeing this, say hi, or someone send this to him. I don't know. Harry Styles is the best performer in current times. So when it says performer, does that mean music on stage or just music? I'm not gonna have a say in this because I don't really pay attention to the music industry like that. So let's just leave it like that. The Oscars are boring. I agree. Game of Thrones was overrated. Never watched the movie. World of Warcraft is still the best video game ever. I can name 3 games better than that. Well, it's fallen off a lot. So at this point, Fortnite, Roblox, Rocket League, kind of a debate. Valorant's actually not. Yeah, people still play Valorant. Valorant's probably better. What's another game that's popular? 2K, FC. Probably the mobile version is more popular than that right now. Like, what are we talking about? Marvel movies lack imagination. You know, I watched Endgame, and the end of the movie seemed pretty. It seems like it needed a lot of imagination for that ending. But I don't really know. I'm gonna just say I don't agree with that. Like, don't agree with you. Yeah, I'm being so cringe right now. Next, we have fashion hot takes. This is not good for me because fashion. I miss bootleg jeans from first time around. I don't know what that is. Actually, probably do. Crop tops are the best. Can't answer that. Crocs are a must-have footwear item. I do agree. It's either Crocs or slides or both. Both is actually pretty good. But Crocs are just so versatile. My Crocs are downstairs, so I'm not gonna get them. But let's be for real. Crocs, you can basically wear them as closed slippers. Put them in sports mode. You have more movement. It's just such a good shoe. Let me know if you agree with me. You can wear denim on denim. I don't know. One of you fashionistas in the comments or that's watching can answer that. Everyone should try brightly colored hair once. I wanted to dye my hair green for promotion so I'd look like a Minecraft dirt block. And it didn't really turn out to happen. But I did cut my hair instead. Yeah, take that. But yeah, maybe people. It depends. But I don't agree that everyone should try brightly colored hair once. Bro culture has led to some questionable fashion choices. I don't really understand this, but I'm gonna disagree for now. Yeah. Let me try and speedrun this. Pineapple is the best pizza topping. It. One thing I have to say, it's not the best pizza topping, but I like Hawaiian slice pineapple on pizza. I think it's underrated, and people don't knock it till you try. Pop tarts are overrated. I could see that. Actually, yeah, they're pretty. Actually, I don't know. I think now they've gotten too overrated because of the amount of sales they get at school. Deep dish pizza is the best. I disagree. Cheese should be featured in every dish. Heck no. Like if you're lactose intolerant, like I'm not lactose intolerant, but for people who are, what are you gonna say to them? Drinks don't need glitter on it? Of course they don't need glitter. What does that even mean? Of course they don't need glitter on it. What's this nonsense? Nobody truly likes avocados. I like avocados. What's wrong with avocados? Travel hot takes. Everyone should go on a cruise vacation at least once. I agree. I want to go. Or do I want to go? Yeah, maybe I want to go on one. Yeah. American road trips are overrated. I've never been on a road. Actually, have I? The longest road trip I've had was probably 2 hours. And it was to like a Dave and Buster's. But I don't think they're that overrated, you know? There are way more romantic cities than Paris. I mean, there probably is, you know? Paris is just the most well known out of all of them. The Great Pyramids aren't as great as they look in photos. How am I supposed to know that? Seeing the world should be on everyone's bucket list. No, it shouldn't, because if you're homeless, how are you supposed to see? I mean, you could, you know, but I don't think it should be on everyone's bucket list. For me, it might. Actually, yeah, it should. It will. When I'm rich, yeah. You should learn the language before you travel. I agree with this. I very much agree. Like, if you're traveling to Japan, I mean, Japan is one of those places where they don't just speak Japanese, they speak English too. If you're going somewhere like, I'm not gonna say anywhere because that might be racist, but yeah, I feel like brushing up on their language would be nice, like learning how to say the basics. And we're at the last category: unique and funny controversial opinions. If you don't have your blinker on, your car can't turn. Is this like is this like an opinion? Because I'm pretty sure your car can turn without your blinker. And I don't even drive or own a car. Umbrellas are the worst invention ever made. I don't even know what to say to this nonsense because it's not. If we didn't have umbrellas, we'd just be soaking in the rain. I mean, I love the rain, but for people who don't like the rain, what are you going to say to them, huh? What are you going to say to them? That's what I thought. Water does taste different. You could say that, but for me, it's based on where you're drinking it from. And I'm not talking about the water, I'm talking about the object that's holding the water. Yeah. Let that sink in to your skull. Yeah. Cereal goes in first, not milk. Obviously. Netflix Netflix cracking down on password sharing is reasonable. I really I don't really understand when they did this, but I guess the customer isn't always right. Obviously not. Like, look at the Karens. Like, are we serious? They're obviously not always right. Checking in luggage is better than bringing a carry-on. No, it's not. Just wasting. Like, if you're late, like, you're cooked, basically. So, wearing socks with sandals is perfectly fine. It is. You'll probably get looked at weird, but professional athletes are terrible role models. Some of them, maybe most of them, but some of them are really good. Let me name one good one. Um, who hasn't been in controversies? Oh, Mike Conley, basketball, in the same pool, right? Anyway, we're done with the hot takes. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you want me to do more videos. I will link the TFG podcast, which is called The Lunch Table. Make sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok. I don't really care about TikTok. And I will see. I just realized you guys probably couldn't hear me, but I'll see y'all in the next video.